Students, we are taking another topic, that is air expands on heating. For that you can see first diagram. It is an experiment. I am telling you what experiment it is. So what we will do, we will stretch the balloons over the neck of the glass bottles, and we will take two kinds of beaker. In one beaker you will keep hot water, boiled water. In another beaker you will take cold water, iced water. Now what you will do, you will keep that glass bottle one by one in the boiled water and the cold water. Now what observation you will see? You will see the balloon gets inflated when the bottle is placed in boiled water. Means balloon will started blowing, and the balloon, if you will keep the bottle into next beaker, means cold beaker, you will started, the balloons will deflates, means the air will be started deflating. It means the air inside the bottle kept in the beaker of boiling water gets heated and expands. That's why balloon, inside the balloon air started filling up. Therefore the balloon gets inflated. And in second, when you will keep the same bottle into second one beaker, cold water beaker, you will see the air inside it contracts. It started contracting and the balloon gets deflated. So this activity tells us that air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. You better know that warm air is lighter and cold air is heavier. See, we have learned in previous chapter also by so many activities that if you will heat air, or after heating, the air will expand and it will be rise up, and cold air is heavier than warm air. That's why cold breeze and sea breeze and land breeze start forming. So have you seen your mother or your grandparents grandmother when she makes chapati? Why a chapati balloons up when it is baked? Why? Because, as you know, that air and steam mixture inside the rolled chapati expand and rises up. When the air inside it expands too much, that's why chapati started bursting. Okay, so this activity also show that warm air rises upward. Downside, you can see one more activity is given, that is also tells us that warm air rises upward. For that activity we will take two paper bags, some thread, one burning candle and a thin wooden stick. Now what we will do, we will hang the both paper bags in an inverted position from the ends of the stick, so that the open ends face downward. Understood? Means that portion whatever is sealed, closed, that we will keep upward, and the open portion will come downwards. Now tie a piece of thread in the middle of the stick so that the arrangement looks just like a balance. Whatever is given in the figure, with this picture, you can do the same. Now what you will do, you will take a lighted candle and blow one of the bags. What you will see? You will see after some time the bags under which the lighted candles is placed rises up and the balance of the bags gets disturbed. Why? Because the flame of the candle heats up the air above it and the air begins warmer, and warm air is lighter than the cold air, whatever air present in the surrounding. So it will be warm up and lighted and rise up, and as it will be rise up, the air will be fills in the paper bag because downward side is opened, so air will hot air will be rise up and started filling inside the bag, paper bag. So what will happen, it the paper by this process that balance will be get disturbed. So by this activity also you can understand that air expands on heating. Now you have several time listen about the low pressure area, high pressure area, like that. So I think you don't understand about the low pressure area, when low pressure area forms, when high pressure area forms. So, and what is the main cause of wind? Now I am telling you. Listen carefully. See students, as you know that warm air is lighter than the cold air. So what will happen? Warm air rises from the surface of the earth, and because downward place will be get empty, so that place, in that place or in uh, it creates an area of low pressure, and the surrounding region where the air is relatively colder, because there too much heavy air will be there to comparison of the surface that warm air area, so that area will becomes an area of high pressure area. So one place when air will be warm up and go up, there low pressure area will be formed, and another side because cold air is present, so that side is a high pressure area will be formed. Balancing should be there, balancing is necessary. So to maintain a balance in the atmosphere, air from the high pressure area moves to the low pressure area, and this sets off convection in air and is the main cause of wind. Therefore, a difference in air pressure gives rises to wind. The more the difference in pressure, the more strong wind will blow. Understood? When high pressure low pressure area will be formed, by this pressure air will be rise up and go to the, for making balancing it will be move to the colder side, and for taking that place cold air will be moved towards the downside, means whatever portion is left. So because this convection of air will be continuously moved, that's why it is a cause of wind, that's why wind blows. And if the pressure area will be more, strong wind will, the wind will be more strong. Understood? So weather change like a cloudy and clear sky, hot, wet weather are also caused due to the difference in the atmospheric pressure. When the air becomes heavy and sinks down, a high pressure area is created. Okay, no condensation takes place during this period, and as a result we get a clear and sunny sky. Now, generation of wind currents. Uneven heating of the earth generates wind. So, two situations are given here. First is uneven heating of the equator of the poles. Here you can see down the equator of the pole is given. See students, the region around the equator receive maximum heat from the sun throughout the year. Therefore, the air in these regions gets heated up. This warm air rises up and the cooler air from the surrounding 0 to 30 degree. Here you can see North Pole and South Pole is there. They are there, and 30 degree North Pole, 30 degree 0 to 30 degree South Poles, because these belts are cooler because of snow. So on either side of the equator rushes towards the equator. Understood? Means when from the equator hot air will be blow and it will be rise up and go to the poles, and from the poles cool air will rush towards the equator. So you know that the air is warmer than at the that in the latitude or equator air is warmer than at the poles. So here also you can see the warm air rises and the cold air from the poles region rushes to take that place. So that is why wind currents are generated from poles to the equator. And the movement of air is not exactly in the north-south direction. It will be change. Why it will be change? Because the rotation of the earth causes a change in the direction. Now see second situation, uneven heating of land and water, that we have already done. Downside you can see that during summer days the land near the equators warms up fastly, and what will happen? The air over the land will be get heated up and rises up. The cooler air over the sea rushes towards the land. These winds carry a lot of water and bring rain. It forms a part of water cycle. Okay, there are known as the monsoon winds. They are called the monsoon winds. Understood? And in India, the monsoon winds flow in the southwest direction during summer days. This is due to the uneven heating of the land in the deserts of Rajasthan and the water of Indian Ocean. And in winter, the winds flows from the northwest colder lands. They carry little water and bring small amount of rain or no rainfall.